Hello.
Good morning. How
We
are
have,
you all?
we have with us today English John.
Hello.
How you
Yes,
doing,
because
buddy?
John is not with us today, is he? He's
No,
he's
he's watching
performing.
Magic Mike.
He's performing Magic Mike at the Sydney Opera House.
Yes. Speaking of which,
And I
Okay.
believe Commander Evans is performing Magic Mike in Albania.
yes. What
Oh,
I'm
here
going
we
to
are.
do on that.
Thursday means
So what we're going to do? Me and Gary talked about this last night. John at the moment is in the theatre, and Gary round about now will be sitting down to his dinner. So we're going to play a little prank on them, little joke to make them giggle. And what we're going to do is I'll show you in a second. It's very quiet today. There we go.
yeah, because John's not here.
Yeah. So if I move my parcel out of the way.
Mrs.
Yes. So what me and Gary were having a discussion last night, and it ended up talking about
I had a bottle of red wine.
Mr. Marley going to watch Magic Mike. And that sort of escalated into me creating some AI imagery, which I'm going to show you now.
When doesn't it?
Are you ready, people? Oh, camera's not.
Oh,
Flip.
I don't know which way up I am.
Mirror. There we go.
Mirror on the wall.
Right. Let's get this straight. Sorry about this, people. Normally, a little bit more professional, obviously. It's just because I was late in from the hospital appointment. Okay. Are you ready, people? Avert your eyes if you have a nervous disposition.
I'm looking well ripped in that. Oh, hello.
Just turn the brightness down on the screen. There you go.
Yeah.
The picture quality is better than that, but I'll put it in Discord so you can see it properly.
Yeah, there you go.
So I've just sent that to Gary and John just to see if they reply by the end of the stream.
Yeah, so there, John will be in that quietened theatre, and the only phone to go off will be his.
Yes, and he sat with his kids.
And then there will be a cry of "You bastards!"
I'm just waiting to see if he sat with his kids. So kids, they're nearly my age, but sat with them. The phone goes off. He looks at it, and his daughter looks over it and sees that picture. That'd be so funny.
Anyway, we're back to modelling. I've had another 3 days away from the bench because my father came to visit.
And how has that made you feel?
Exhausted.
Exhausted?
Bless
Not like you.
No, well, they went home yesterday, and I was going to come up here yesterday, but I decided to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the PlayStation instead.
Yeah.
But today I'm back right up until we go off air, and then I've got to go to my mum's because it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mum. I know you're not watching. And then it's back to normal tomorrow.
I'll put it in creative projects.
And then on Saturday, I'm out all day at a church event.
A church event?
Yes. It's the men's group annual barbecue.
Mankinis at dawn.
Here's my daughter.
Hello, Carrie Ann.
What are you laughing at?
Are you laughing at the idea of your dad in a mankini with
No. It's this Sunday.
Yeah.
Nobody from the church watches this, thank God. This Sunday, the pastor, it's his birthday. So
I didn't know
Carrie Ann is on the worship team, so they sing.
I didn't know you had birthdays for pastor.
and they've all got that on their T-shirt, which
There's
is
someone got
which is the pastor reclining in somewhere hot.
Stunning.
So yeah, but no, on Saturday I'm at a barbecue
Oh.
all day, so that'll be fun.
Lucky you.
Anyway, modelling. Come on,
Yeah, let's go on with the comments.
do it. Oh, it's only me and you.
Yeah. Bob says, I see only one waiting. That must be me. Good morrow to any who join the queue.
And Tiff says, I'm here too, Bob. Just sat in StreamYard. And I didn't do a silly voice.
Bob says, but you don't show in the waiting room. Is this discrimination?
Tiff says, no, I don't think so. It's just YouTube being a bugger.
Bob says, so what's new? Are they not always, but quite a bit? Huh?
And Bob says, tripping sideways to another tab for Time Team. Back in a bit.
Yeah, I like Time Team. Jim says, greetings, Tiff and Bobby. We just landed in Adelaide, South Australia, just checking the signals for your streams, etc. Well, it's showing 2 bars, very cold and windy here as well.
And Gary also says that his wife is with the Operatic Society and will be performing here, then later in Melbourne, then Sydney. The weather is gale force winds from the west, expecting snow on high ground. Ooh.
Jim says, greetings to everyone joining the chat. Are your coffee cups full and ready to go? The spam checker is playing already. Be typos everywhere, I think. I've run out of coffee. I made a coffee to go out
I just want to publicly make this announcement. We've got a loaf of bread downstairs, and I don't know what you call the end of the bread. I call it the crust. Some people call it the knobby. Anyway, it's got a really, really thick crust on the end of the bread.
Yeah.
My wife has just shouted from downstairs, I'm having jammy toast for lunch. In other words, she's nicked it. I'm not happy.
See, that would have been perfect with some cheese and mushrooms on it.
No, what she bought me a Greg's baguette for my lunch. It's a spicy Korean barbecue baguette.
Ooh, interesting.
So that'll be interesting. I'll be eating it live on stream later.
Ooh. Your turn. Next.
Paul says, when an eel lungs out and bites off your snout, that's a more. I could sing it, but I would get told off.
Paul says, howdy doody, folks. Rubber glove.
It's improvised rubber glove. And GM says, haha, Paul T, you've been at the joke book again.
PT says, Jim, what is the missus going to sing? Various numbers.
Paul says, 7 dwarfs sitting in the bath, several feeling happy. Happy got out, so they all started feeling grumpy. Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Jim says, Paul, yes, I know Phantom of the Opera is a favourite as she can hit the high notes well. Shatters wine glasses if they're empty.
That's the problem. See, a wine glass should never be empty.
Yeah, that's what's causing it. It's not the singing, it's the fact that it's empty. It's just given up.
GM says, Paul T, 4 nuns waiting at confession. The 4th one says to the 3rd one, oh, maybe not this joke.
PT says, wow, it's great to be able to sing. My dad sang with the swing band in World War II.
Cool.
Nice.
JT's in. He says, wow, here we are again on a Thursday. That week went fast with a cup of coffee in tow. I'm ready. Good morning, Jeeple.
Morning. Afternoon. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people.
Good day, Dookie. GM says, Paul, I joined in on stage with Quo when we met up. Voice a bit wobbly now, lol.
GM says, Duke, JT's who's Jeeple?
And JT says to Gary, Jeep modelers, Jeeples.
I'm going to upset you later, Gary.
Why?
I got pork and pickle pies again for my dinner.
Nice, it's wrong. Pork pie with pickle, not pork and pickle pies. It doesn't work. Patrick's in. He says, good day to everyone. Good day, Patrick.
Hello, bud. He's just joined Discord as well, Patrick.
Good man.
GM says, JT. Oh.
I must start getting back in Discord. I must start getting back into the swing of things now. Now modelling season can smell toast. Either that or I'm having a stroke. My modelling season's back. Graham Markham says, Mr. Clark, nice bug you got there. It is a nice picture. I always like that picture.
PT says, good day, JT and Duke. Yep, the older you are, the quicker the weeks go by. It will soon be a 3-day week, lol. We're not French.
JT says to Gary, no worries, mate. And I said,
Friends of Moles for Heroes, whoever that is, says stand by.
Yeah, that was when we were. GM says M4H is standing by.
There's kids shouting outside. Yeah. JT says, yes, Paul, plan to do modelling at the table. Enjoy the 3-day weekend.
We've just had our 3-day weekend, but then every weekend's a 3-day weekend when you get to my age. So.
Every day's a 3-day weekend for us, mate.
Yeah. And Paul says, clear the decks.
Saying that, I don't have 3-day weekends because I do live streams 4 days a week.
I've got to fit another one in now.
Do you know, last week I did 6 live streams.
Because you did Gary's as well.
And I did the members one.
Yeah. I've got do another Friends and Models for Heroes live stream.
Yeah. And then Saturday, I woke up at 8:30 in the morning. JT says, how are you, GM?
Can't remember what I did Saturday. Joe's in, says good morning, afternoon, evening. Hope everyone is feeling well today. Bring on the Jeep.
Yes. GM says, Paul T, okay, I'll just take my shoes off. That'll clear the decks.
Patrick Clark says, thanks, Gary. Still one of my favourite films.
PT says, tumbleweed crickets.
JT says, Joe, has a mean Joe Green tone, bring on the Jeep, dating myself, and I'm a cheap date. Lol. Okay.
Jim says, greetings to all in chat.
The striped skunk is in.
Yes.
JT says, Gary Morris is here. Yay. Blimey.
Jim says, hello to our gracious host.
Hello, Jim. Good to see you, sir.
Ooh. JT says, hi, Mikey.
Sorry.
Hello. Sorry.
And GM says, good day, Joe. Jim, hope you're both well.
Joe says, mean Joe Green was a bad dude. I'm trying my best to be nice Joe Leal, so wife won't yell at me.
And Julian is in, and he says, afternoon, Archangel Mikey, Lord Shelfie of the floaty things.
Timmy says, good day all. Hello, Timmy.
Timmy! You are in so much trouble, Timmy.
If you want to be our Australian correspondent for the day, Tim, you're more than welcome. Joe says, Mikey, if we wanted professional, we'd be someplace else. Hey, steady.
It takes a lot of rehearsals to be this bad, you know.
I know, right?
That's why John's gone to watch the play that goes wrong. So
he's got to get notes.
We can up our game. Julian says, morning, afternoon, evening all. Hello, Julian. How you doing, mate?
Yo. JT says, John probably did a lot of work on Eugene the Jeep, has a Chippendales look to it. That could be who John's gone to watch, Chippendales.
Yeah.
Go on.
Julian says, laugh my ass off, Joe. Strew dat.
Duke says, that's hilarious, Mikey. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I've put it in creative projects, so if you want to see it properly, look in there. It's a better picture.
Oh, thanks, JT. Says Gary Morris, a happy birthday to your mum. Yes, I will go and I've got a nice little present. I'll go and see her this afternoon after we come off stream.
Yeah. I realised before it's 18 days to my 10th wedding anniversary.
It's our 42nd wedding anniversary this year on the 27th of September.
I remember going to my nan and granddad's 50th wedding anniversary.
And my granddaughter is 20 on Monday.
Wow. Jim says, Mikey, have an ego dream, are you? A wild dream there. No. No, John has actually gone to the theatre.
Bits is in. Kieran, he says, afternoon all. Right, Kieran?
Hey, Kieran. Joe says, we want fun and heathens, right, Julian?
Well, we can do heathens.
Yes, we have several of them.
Jim says to Gary Markham, hello, Gary.
Stu says, "Hi all, just popped in to do the lube thingy. Now back to work. We'll watch later." Julian says, "Oh, go on." Sorry.
Julian says, "Morning, Joe. Afternoon, Bob, Tiff, GM, JT, Paul, you, and Daphne. Okay. Evening, Duke."
That was a mission, wasn't it? Dorcosaurus says, "Good morning, peoples." Hello,
Dorcosaurus watch is
Dorcosaurus.
wrong again.
Yeah.
Morning, Dorcosaurus. And Julian says, "Hiya, Dorcosaurus."
I do like the fact that he's coming in early now, though.
Yeah.
That's cool. JT says, "When it comes to landing, 2 bars are important. You need a drink after a long flight. Australia is a long flight." No, it's not. It's a country.
It's a continent, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's a continent.
Is it though?
It's in
Is it
giant ass
Is it
island.
part of Australasia?
The Australian continent.
I always thought it was. I just think
Yeah.
they now call it Australasia, don't they? So it encompasses
Yeah,
other
I
areas.
think that's
isn't it?
less to do with the continental shelf, more
Oh.
just the sort of general area.
And Dorcosaurus is in, and he says, "Hi, Julian."
And a dinosaur. Rah! Julian says, "So please, the loaf end isn't called a knob there, Shelfie. Otherwise, you'd have a crusty knob."
JT says, "Karen, cheers. The wine glass not being
First
empty."
time.
Eh?
I said it wouldn't be the first time.
Yes, the wine glass should not be empty. That is a
No.
golden rule of drinking wine. Plus, when you open a bottle of wine, you have to finish it.
Out of interest, is there a reason why you're sniffing the bottom of your camera frame?
No, it's because I'm leaning forward.
Ah, okay.
There we go.
I thought maybe you had a line of.
Because I've got my dodgy
So-
t-shirt on.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah. An early picture of me.
It's still got the same amount of hair. GM says, "G'day, Julian." G'day, Julian.
Julian says, "The Sound of Music summarized, a film about women clad in black frolicking the hills with goats and Nazis."
Oh, can't say that word. Patrick says, "Sort of. I was having trouble with it."
JT says, "Gary Morris, rye toast with butter and jam." Nom 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 nom. Don't like jam though.
GM says, "JT was not a long flight. 3 hours against a strong headwind from New Zealand to Australia." Ooh.
Jim says, "6 live streams in 1 week. Stop the presses. Sounds like you need a holiday, Mikey. Perhaps a fortnight stay at the village."
Hey, it's hard work doing these streams. It's bloody knackering sometimes. It's hard work being nice for 2 hours straight. Julian says, "Good morrow, young Jim of the Striped Skunk."
And JT says, "Okay, when I was in Germany, the family sitting with me flew from Osaka, not Oshita. Hamburg was the last leg of their trip." Wow, that's a trip and a half. Mind you, my nephew used to teach in China, so he used to come to and fro from China. That was a long flight.
My dad worked in China for a bit.
Hmm.
It was strange in a way because the company he was working for sent him over there to help build a factory. Didn't tell them that that factory was the one that was going to be replacing the one he actually worked in. So they got him to build their own redundancy. JT says, "The play that goes wrong sounds like the producers."
And Jim says, "Greetings, Julian."
Aussie Ian says, "Good morning and evening and afternoon."
Evening, afternoon, morning, Jim.
Hmm.
John, Ian. Delete where applicable.
Yes.
JT says, 23rd of September is my 25th anniversary with Karen.
Wow. Well done. JT says, "Hey, Ian."
Dorcosaurus says, "Hi, Ian." God, how many bloody comments have we got today?
A few more. Drew says, "The Chippendales, knowing Nodge, he's got it slightly wrong, and it's a live Disney performance of the Chipmunks Chippendale." Yeah, probably.
Paul says, "Julian, we are okay. Thanks for asking, mate. That's good. Good to hear."
Jim says, "Australia is an island continent in the Asian region." Good.
Joe says, "Not to bring down the chat, but lots of bad things happening in Australia the last couple of days. Hope all our Aussie friends are okay. Good to see Timmy is here.
Yeah.
Oh, there was wasn't there an incident with some policemen or something, which sounds very sad.
There's been all sorts going on, hasn't there? We won't go into it, but yeah. It's been up a few things. JT
said, oh, sorry, go on.
Gary Morris, do you sniff the cork? T-shirt, lol.
I do sniff the cork.
Julian says, I'm not. Go on.
How come there's only two of us and we keep getting it wrong? Julian says, I'm not asking how you would know Shelfie has a crusty knob, Mikey, except I just did. Oopsie.
Well, let's say we have open conversations. GM says, Joe, what bad things have you been hearing?
And Joe says, Gary, maybe Google it, some killings, etc. Don't know why it pops up in my stuff. Yeah,
I don't either. For some reason, ever since I've started talking to John, I'm always getting bloody Australian news articles. Don't know why.
Have we caught up? Have we caught
we
up?
We've actually caught up, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, at last, for the first time this week.
I can open my parcel now.
For the first time this week, I can do some modelling, which is not true because earlier on I resprayed all of my...
So what you're saying is you're bullshitting.
A little bit, but I do it so well. So what am I going to do today? Well, I'm going to paint the armaments. I'm going to continue doing the figures. I had to knock up a flesh tone paint thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very good at the moment, but
I've painted my figures, so I'll show you them in a minute once I've done check this parcel.
Yeah, it needs at least another coat or three. Then I've got some accoutrements that need tarting about with, and then really it'll be putting it all together and thinking about the base. No worries.
Yeah.
Or no trouble, whatever it is. I always get it wrong.
No stubble.
No stubble today. I'm almost joining the beardy group.
Yeah.
So I'm going to...
Hey!
Too much.
Got that.
What's that? A brick wall.
Yes.
Very nice. No, I can't do that.
An invoice.
An invoice. Not very nice. What's that? Snow.
Yes. Lots and lots of snow.
Yeah. Would that be for a certain other build we're doing?
Yes. As is the wall.
All in all, it's just another brick.
It's just another brick in a wall. Right.
Julian says, Mikey, open conversation sounds suspiciously like friends with benefits, lol.
Ooh la la. Doug Sora says, I got a partial yesterday, a new set of goggles of seeing and 2 LED adjustable lights. One for the hobby desk, one for the paint booth. Excellent.
Yeah, now I am thinking of putting some LEDs in my paint booth like John's got.
Yeah.
Because I do struggle to see in there.
Yeah, I tried, but after a while the sticky stuff just comes off. I was like,
yeah, I suppose that would be...
I just sit my desk light on top of it so it shines through the lid, through the shroud.
Yeah, I mean, I can adjust this light that's above me, but I can't actually get it to go over the booth.
Yeah.
So unless I get another one, which is an option.
I need a brew. Where's my wife when I need it?
See, I just finished mine. This is my show brew, and it's now empty. But I have in reserve.
Ooh. Lots of lovely aspartame.
Yes.
Yeah. No good for people with fibromyalgia, that.
Marion doesn't drink it.
Yeah. JT says, claiming benefits does have its penalties, Julian. That's random. Oh. I see what you mean. Yes. Joe, I usually avoid news. It's either all the wars, traffic crashes, or that debacle in the States with the politics. Yeah, it's just all depressing shit, isn't it? Julian depends on the benefit being claimed. JT, lol. JT says, Mikey, you can model an Italian pizzeria. I probably could if I wanted to. JT says, lol, Julian.
Did you know it's
Go on.
only just over 2 months
Yes.
until Telford?
Is it? Shit. I need to pay for that hotel room.
Can someone send Timmy the link so he can join us?
Yes. Have to say hi if you want to send me the link. Mothers! JT says, Karen makes an awesome cup of coffee. I can never make my coffee taste as good. Yeah.
Scott's Models is in. Good day, everyone. Last 3 days of winter, and we have snow down to 300 meters and very cold.
Ooh.
And
Tiff
Tiff
says, send you on Facebook, Tim.
There you go.
That Tamir brick wall set was only £5.45.
2 secs a minute, Mikey. Carry on. Timmy's coming on the stream.
Slip and slide.
Joe says, yes, very depressing, but that's why we're here. Serenity.
Oh, I was going to say something then. I thought, no, better not.
Probably good.
Actually, I was going to say, you'll hear it coming now. As she runs up the stairs.
Right, we're moving on.
Yeah, that Tamir brick wall set was only £5.45.
Oh, where'd you get that from? Jadders?
Yeah.
Ah, she's got it on downstairs. I can hear you.
Careful you don't slide off the sofa, carry on. As Julie says, good day, Scott. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Not bad.
Come on, Timmy. Carry on waiting for a Timmy fit.
That's not bad, you know. You get two of those sprues.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right, isn't it?
There you go. Different bits on it. It's not bad, is it?
I'm painting me knob.
Duxor says, hi, Tiff. Hope you're doing well. JT says, Mikey, Welsh pizza sounds interesting.
It's just cheese on toast.
With mushrooms and stuff, yeah. Tiff says, hello, Dorker. Jim, JT, your wife is a great name. My late mum's name is Karen. I always feel sorry for women called Karen now. Because women who complain are called Karen, nicknamed
Yeah,
Karen.
but that's modern times, and it's the...
Yeah. Jim says, we all now busing to hotel. The Koreans asking where the city, haha, where we are in Adelaide. This is a some 2-story buildings. Scott says, hi, Julian. JT, Jim, she does. Her middle name is Margaret. My mum and grandmother are named Margaret. Yeah. Paul says, evening all. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Jim says, g'day, Scott. Hello to Tasmania. And Jim says, oh, good grief. Now I'm getting Paul Simon vibes from the song Slip Sliding Away. I don't know why I did that voice. Jim says, F pop culture and their labels for certain people. Yeah. Not down there with the kids then, Jim. Scott says, hi, Jim and Paul. JT, I would not want to do a Limburger pizza. That would keep people away. Good for unwanted company that shows up. Oh, it's a type of cheese, isn't it, Limburger?
Is it?
Paul says, evening, Scott. Julian says, hi, Paul. And Joe says, right on, Jim. All right, I'm going to my desk now. And I'm going to text wife, say, darling, can you please make me a cup of coffee?
This is your appointment. You know what you're going to get told.
Yeah.
It rhymes with cough.
I've only just recovered from anaesthetics, sod off. She's usually pretty good with stuff like that. She's our Kaylee. She's a little darling. Oh, John has put a laughing face to that picture. There we go. There we go. JT says, Jim, I go to the John. Ooh, I think we all do at some point in the day. Gary, are you doing anything?
I go to the water closet. Yeah, sorry. I was doing the dashboard.
Well, I must say that's a very clean cutting mat, Gary.
Yeah,
It needs some stickers, mate.
that's not though. That side. Well, no, this is only a temporary cutting mat because it's one
Is
of
that
those.
your professional looking side?
It's well, that's the. It's not a self-sealing mat. This one, so
Ah. Yeah.
courtesy of a certain famous Chinese shopping express. Oh, look at those chaps there. They're looking good. They're looking a damn sight better than mine are.
There you go. So I've got one with a blonde beard and one with a brown
Yeah, I've
beard.
got to do the beards. I'm still trying to lay down the skin at the moment. Slip me some skin.
Oh, I missed that bit. Never mind. There we go.
Looks good, mate.
Thank you, buddy. I'm not really one for doing figures, but
No, I don't like doing figures either.
I like doing 1/16th and 1/12th and that, but not 1/35th. Focus. Why is autofocus not focusing?
It's now.
There
I don't have it set on autofocus. I have it on manual focus.
Yeah, I had it set on autofocus so I could do that.
Right.
Jim says, "Thank you, Joe." Paul, evening, Julian. Jim, JT Limburger pizza, shock face, swirly stars, and a hand over a
I've got a loose wheel. No, we haven't.
JT says, as long as it isn't Clint Eastwood saying right turn, Jim. Tiff says, send the link to Tim on Discord too, just in case. Yeah, because Carrie Ann really wants to see him.
Yeah, Carrie Ann's sort of, you know.
She JT says, joke would have been funnier if we had a Clyde in the group. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Right.
I need to come on. Why am I sitting here doing nothing? I've got things to do.
I know, right? We just got that much chat to get through. It's crazy.
Crazy fool. I ain't getting in the plane.
So I'm going to paint the dashboard, I think. Or try to, anyway. I seem to be doing a lot of painting at the minute.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the thing with this kit. It's very quick on the
build front's easy on this, isn't it?
Yeah. And then it's all about what you do afterwards.
Yeah. And I've been painting that omnibus.
Oh, how's that going?
That's going really well, thank you. Timmy has joined us. Carrie Ann will be sliding off the sofa momentarily.
Carry on, he's on.
How are you?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Geez, that Jeep's coming along, Mikey.
I can hear the echo from downstairs.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Try to switch rotate. There we go.
Apparently she's not downstairs, she's outside.
Put that on there. There you go. That's the engine on it. On the omnibus.
Oh wow.
It's pretty cool.
That's looking good.
It's got little brass studs and things in it.
Is that a fan belt on the front?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a pretty cool little kit. It looks nice as well.
Yeah.
What stage are you at in the instructions? 3?
Stage 26 out of 83. And I've also done all the.
So you're about a third of the way through, if my awful maths is correct.
Bloody camera won't adjust. 2 seconds. There you go. There you go. That's better. With the light down.
Oh, that's nice.
And looking all right. Oh, I keep saying about those little shit over that little shit over the road that keeps bloody revving his bike up and down the street whilst I'm doing
that lovely young man who you completely misunderstood.
Yeah, him.
Future doctor.
Yeah, him.
Just in case he's watching.
Yesterday, our local police officers put on Facebook that they'd caught someone in another town, in a neighbouring town, on one of those bikes, and they confiscated the bike for it to be destroyed and find the lad that was pushing it. Right. On the same post, they put that in our village, they were looking for young lads riding these bikes because one of the lads had failed, who was not wearing a helmet and riding an illegal pit bike on the roads, failed to stop for police. So they're now searching for anyone riding them. So I sent the post to my neighbour's mum because obviously she's the one that's in charge of him. And she went, "Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I've seen that. But luckily, my lad doesn't ride on the streets." And I went, "Yes, he fucking does. Every bloody day when you're at work." And I gave him 3 examples of where he'd nearly caused accidents over the last couple of weeks by doing it. I said, "Well, is he wearing his helmet?" I went, "He's not wearing any PPE. He's wrapping a scarf around his head and that's it." So, yeah. He'd been telling his mum that he wasn't riding it on the road. He was pushing it down to the fields at the bottom and riding it on the fields. He didn't tell that him and his mates have been riding it up and down the streets and recording themselves on Facebook as they do it. Live streaming it and things. So she is not amused.
Misunderstood young man.
Did you explain that your street's not big enough for 2 streamers?
No, but I did explain that just sitting on a motorbike without a license on a public road is an offence because it's classed as being in control of a motor vehicle. The fact that it's not even a road legal bike is beside the point. Anyway, Julian says, "I'm sure Kaylee wouldn't tell you to sod off. More likely, one is currently suffering from the after effects of anesthesia. One would be grateful if one's spouse would go forth and multiply. I'm sure she'd be happy if I went forth and multiplied." John says, "Those figures look amazing. Thank you, John."
Yeah, mine. Don't expect mine to come out like that.
I love how we do comments and then just go off on random tangents. Jim says, "Why are the girls asking for Timmy? Something I missed, maybe?" Yes, they get a little slippery for Timmy.
Timmy's the channel.
They get tingly for Timmy. There we go. That should be on a t-shirt, tingly for Timmy.
Wow, I hate that. Please, sir, may I have some less?
Julie says, "Evening, Tim."
G'day, Jules.
Jim says, "Julian, very creative." There we go. Oh, now that Tim's come on, we've got 26 people watching. Excellent. See, Tim, you're the magic source.
How many loops, though?
Oh, no, we were on 21.
Oh, wow.
Paul says, "Finally found something to put my second Merlin engine in. It's just another Ford, this time a Transit." Wow. That'd be an interesting real-life car.
Have you seen the Qatari Halifax?
Yeah, that's going to put Airfix's nose out of joint, isn't it?
What? I'm having me some of that.
Well, Gary Evans has ordered his as well.
Is he?
Yes. Ooh, my wheels are wobbly. Oh, no, it's right. It's supposed to be like that. JT says, "Timmy, did Kenny meet a demise again? Those bastards."
I do believe there's only 7,000 of those being made.
Yeah.
But Phil Flory said, well, that's hardly a limited edition because he says that's more or less a normal run.
Yeah.
So whether
Jim-
they're doing a limited edition run and then a not so limited edition run, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. This snow looks really cool. Close up. Jim says, hello, Paul Price. Wave. Paul Price says, evening, Jim. Julian says, Jim, that would probably be paraphrased quite a bit. Yes. JT, Jim, my favourite gorilla moment was in Trading Places when they put Paul Gleason in the gorilla suits with a gorilla. They made a great couple. Lol. I think the Cadbury's advert with the gorilla playing In the Air Tonight was good. Jim says, JT, I remember that scene very well. JT says, Al Franken was funny. GM says, good day, Timmy. How is the security at your place? Sounds like the girls are fangirling you. Run.
No.
JT says, tingly for Tim. There is a sperm t-shirt, so many directions, all bad, lol. Julie says, Mikey, tingly for Tim has to be a sticker on Redbubble. I'll make it later.
Which Timmy says, please don't.
TVG says, hi everyone. Kerry Ann, you can give it to Kerry Ann as a sticker. So she can wind a fella up.
Wound up Paul.
Yeah. Paul, speaking of Paul, evening, James. TVG says, evening, Paul. There we go. Right, caught up again. Oh, God. Tell you what, my muscles around my sides and my back are really hurting.
Yeah, I've had some strange pains in the backs and the sides. Mikey says he's going to make you a tingly for Timmy sticker. I said, okay. So you wear it with pride.
I'll even put it on a t-shirt for her.
Are you going now, are you?
Yay, wife is here with a brew. Hello, Kaylee.
Hello, Kaylee.
Hi.
Can you say that through for me?
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, thank you.
Cheers.
See that?
Don't moon me.
Oh, my
She literally just mooned me.
I bye.
On the worst or funniest times she's done that, we went up to Molvamai to take some photos because Molvamai is like a massive hill up at the back of Mold and places. So up there's no light, so you can see all the stars and everything. It's lovely at night. And we went up there, and there's loads of people in the car park. And I said, "Oh look, it's a full moon tonight." And she went, "What, like this?" And in the middle of the car park, in front of all the headlights and everything, she just dropped her pants and just stood there laughing, flashing her bum, saying, "Look at everyone, it's a full moon." And then she pulled the pants up and ran off back to the car.
Run away!
Jim says, greetings, TBG.
Dibbager.
Joe says, one of the last cases I worked on as a felon in possession of an AR-15. Oh, was a felon on the in possession of an
Okay, you
AR-15.
fed the dog.
He denied it when we showed him his Facebook page with him all over with about 15 weapons. Judge just laughed at him. Oh, well, yeah. People are so stupid. I remember one of my exes, I went into work one day because we both worked for the same company. And they said, oh, is she's not turned up to work today. She's called in sick. And I went, all right, okay. And he went, but the thing is, she asked a couple of months ago, she asked for holidays this week because she had a dancing competition. And I went, right. And he went, as you're her ex, would you have any way of knowing whether she's at a dancing competition? And I went, look at her Facebook. I can guarantee you she will have put it on Facebook if she is. And they went, all right. And they went, oh, we can't see it. And I went, okay, look at my Facebook. I'll leave my phone here with Facebook open, and I'll just look over this direction. So they looked at it, and they went, oh, look, she's put pictures up of her at the dance competition with the date on it and everything. So So
Oops.
yeah, serves a bloody right. Julian says Kerry Ann will get a cutting mat just to put the stickers on.
Ian has a cutting mat.
There we go. JT, you need Cartman and Kenny in SAS garb for the Jeep. Would that just be wrong, or Peter O'Toole? Julian says, hi, TBG. I'm going to clean this. Jim says, Joe, it wasn't me. Denial to the very end. Stupid git. Yeah. Even when his mum rang him up and said to him, have you been riding this bike on the road? He went, no. I said, well, I've been told you have. Have you been wearing your helmet? Yeah. Really? TBG, hi, Jim. TBG, hi, Julian. John says, Jim, loved Merry New Year, beef jerky time. Julian, Mikey, you need a cutting mat size sticker. They have them on the merch store, mate. You can get ones that are like 80 centimeters or something. I was thinking of getting a giant STFU John one, so I could just tap the table every time I want him to be quiet. Oh, you're joking. Go and do that to John, honest.
Just got to look something up. Excuse me.
Oh, Modders has put the merch store link up.
Ooh.
Some of the AI art they've been doing is on there as well.
Which again is very cool. A lot of it.
Thank you, buddy.
Apparently, last night there was a committee meeting for Friends of Models for Hero, which I've slept through. And they liked the live stream that we did, the committee, so I've got to do more of them.
Yes.
Which I was planning to do anyway, but it's sort of the last month's been a bit busy family-wise, so I haven't done any, but I will.
That's no excuse. That's lack of moral fibre.
Oh, shut your face.
That's a lack of courage to say no to your wife.
Well, I stand more of a chance of being able to run away now.
That's cruel. Just because your wife's on the Zimmer frame now.
It's not a Zimmer, it's a rollator.
Oh.
And she's not happy about it.
Oh, bless her. But you best not take the mickey out of her.
She is not happy.
Don't grease her wheels or anything.
Well, we offered to pimp it for her.
Put some tinsel around it and things. She could wrap tinsel around it at Christmas and look all Christmassy with little lights on and everything.
Yeah.
Battery powered fairy lights. JT says the two homeless businessmen in trading places reprised their roles in Coming to America.
Oh, the job off.
Did you? Did
Sorry,
you? I don't watch
I'm
that.
looking something up. Sorry.
JT says, Timmy, a Black Panther. Cool. Yeah. That'd actually be pretty cool, wouldn't it, if you did a Panther but did it in monochrome?
Yeah, that would be kind of sweet. No, this is my normal sort of process. Like I always prime in black, and then I like to kind of lay down a coat of a lighter color. I think this is US light gray. Just to kind of do the sort of volume and stuff, and then do like a nice thin coat of whatever the base color is going to be. So in this case, it'll be the Dunkelgelb, the German dark yellow.
Well, on my Yag Panther, I've done the primer coat, the red coat, and the yellow coat, and now I've just got to do the camouflage.
You can also get away with using Dunkelgelb as a khaki,
Yeah.
as I am at the moment, because that's what I'm doing. The
Jim says,
Dubris with.
Jim's like, JT, that's right, John. Don Amache and Ralph Bellamy. Okay.
Oh, yeah, two old
Sprude
boys.
does a rubber glove. In fact, he does 2 rubber gloves. Hello, Sprude. Tiff, I always put lights on my walking stick at Christmas. I don't. Mine glows in the dark anyway. The handle and the rubber stopper on, end thing on mine glow in the dark. Which is pretty cool at night because it makes it a lot easier to see at the side of the bed where it is. Paul says, Mikey, Daffer at the moment is singing Land of My Fathers with Cardiff Arms Park crowd. It's on TV at the moment. Ooh, cool. Very nice. JT says, just let your soul glow. Just let it shine. Just let your soul glow, oh so silky smooth. Then the wet marks on the walls from the family. Lol. Okay. I think John's having a funny turn. Right. What colour would the dashboard have been? It would have been a blacky colour, I think, or green. Green.
Black.
Where did I put my cheat? Oh no,
Sure, I
I
might
might somewhere safe.
Yeah, it's a mistake I make.
Oh boy. Oh, there it is.
I imagine it had been a green colour.
What was the question? What colour is the dash?
Yeah.
Good question. Well asked. My one was, I just left mine
Sand coloured.
sand coloured in there. Okay. I just realised I don't have a light where that's set up, but yeah. Yeah. Did you end up bothering doing any of the scratch build?
No.
What, for the jerry cans?
Yeah, the jerry can rack or the central pylon if you want to go with the double Vickers.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you guys built or not. Coolies.
Sorry, I was just on a pie. JT, that was from Coming to America. I've never watched it. And he says, Eddie Murphy had some really funny movies in the 80s. Yeah. PT says, I have several reflectors on my walking frame that I named Luke. GM says, Paul T, is that Australia's most wanted? Laugh out loud, we are. Korean TV at the moment. Why the fuss is, don't know. All we did was arrive by jet aircraft. Big deal. There we go. JT, Soul Glow was a great movie product jingle in Coming to America. Eric LaSalle was funny as the jerk boyfriend. There we go. There we go.
He used to be in that medical drama that catapulted George Clooney to fame. ER, was it?
Yeah.
Oh. In case you're interested, by the way, in that bit of drama down Australia way, a bloke, self-proclaimed sovereign citizen, ambushed two cops on his property and killed them and has fled into the bushland. And he has a lot of wilderness experience. So as far as I'm aware, he's still, I think, at large. But that was the unpleasantness that was getting referred to before.
There you go. Jeep dashboard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, nice. So it was just the same color as everything else.
Yeah.
Fucker. Oh, I've done it now.
What the flip mirror? Focus. Jim says paparazzi news idiots making a fuss.
Oh, they're terrible, aren't they? I get it all the time.
Oh, pardon me.
JT says, I also had a crush in Kelly Martin in ER. She got hot in Life Goes On.
Carry
Kelly
on.
Martin.
Come to me.
Kelly Martin, which one did she play in ER? I used to like
I don't know.
the nurse who went on to do The Good Wife. She was pretty.
See, I can barely remember my parents watching, or my mum watching here. Just about. Tiff says, how does Mr. Morris feel about Miss Swift getting engaged?
Well, I say good luck to her. And she deserves some happiness. So, yeah, good luck to the girl. Sorry, while I compose myself. JT said she played the doctor that died. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. My answer to the Swift thing would be Dilligaff. That is all.
Yes, well.
Oh, God. Julian's starting with one of his essays. Julian says...
Oh, here we go.
Part 1. One kid customer when I was working was a real pain in the ass. My claim to fame in work was getting him a bollocking. He needed a call back, so I rang at 2 p.m, knowing he'd be in school. Part 2. I said I was tech support returning his call from 11 p.m. the previous night, a school night, trying to get online. His dad said, was he F? I'll have him when he gets home. Yeah. Julian says, laugh out loud, Mikey. Duke says, how is Swifty going to write any more songs? Yeah.
I know she's gonna have to change all her songwriting method now, isn't she?
She'll have to learn to play guitar and everything. Sticky pages, is it, Gary?
None of those pages are stuck together. I'll have you know.
They don't even open all the way up. They're stuck by the spine. JT says, hope Taylor Swift doesn't get browned and served. Breakfast sausage on the mind. What?
I have no idea where this is going, and I think maybe we should tangent.
Yeah. GM says, Taylor Swift was making big eyes at a guy recently. No idea who the guy is. Oh, sorry, Gary. Not.
Good luck to her.
JT says, Duke, she can't write. This song is over. The Who already did it. Joe says, Mr. Morris can concentrate on Marion.
No. There's still Kylie.
Yeah. Kylie Marley.
No. Let's just get that straight right from the beginning.
There we go. JT says, Swift Premium is a brand of frozen breakfast sausage. Love the maple. See, that's why we didn't get it, because we don't have that over here. We have walls. We have dogs that sit there and argue with their owners. Walls, sausages, walls, sausages.
Sausages, sauce, edges, sauce, edges. Now put it together. Sausages.
Tiff says, I think Marley Minogue sounds better. It does. Well said, Modders.
Well, I'm going to go with...
Oh, my God, he's going to swat himself.
I'm going to go with the original Kylie.
I thought you were going to say you were going to go and slot yourself because Taylor's getting married. Well, maybe not getting married, getting engaged.
Let's face it, we all see it, saw it coming. So.
It's all right, Gary. Don't worry. Next year she'll be divorced.
I hope not. I hope not.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
That's not helping. Ow.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to use the kit barrel for the other model, the Yag Panther.
Yeah, I've had to.
I tried to 3D print some barrels for me and Mikey. I also tried to 3D print some Alsatians with German helmets and some shells. And out of all the shells, I got 3.
Oh.
Out of the barrels, the gun barrels, I got none.
Yeah.
I did get some oil barrels though, printed off.
Was the base plate calibrated, leveled properly?
Yeah, it was all. Yeah, I did it all before I started printing.
Oh.
And the Alsatians with the German helmet, well, they just didn't come out very well at all. In fact, you could see through what was left of the helmet. It was so thin. But I think it's nothing to do with what Columbus did. It's more to do with my printer. But never mind.
Shame about it, because the ammunition would have been nice.
Yeah.
But I do have a Tamir animal set that's got a dog in it, so I might do a dog sat on the back of the Yag Panther. GM says Kylie Minogue is looking very old these days, very weathered, I think. Her sister Danny looks fine.
Let's not start that conversation, Mr. Markham.
JT says sausage or sausage patties, had both with bacon, scrambled egg, toast, got to have the bacon. Good, but not good for my arteries. No. Sandra's in. She says, hello. Hello, Sandra.
Hello,
How are you
Sandra.
I hope things have improved for you. PT says, greetings, Sandra. And JT says, Gary, the German helmets are called Stahlhelms. The East German one was a World War II design that was rejected. There we go.
There you go.
Consider yourself told.
Yeah. I shall sleep easier.
Yes.
Well, the Stahlhelms that the German Shepherds were wearing were see-through.
Yeah.
I didn't think my printer could print that thin.
Yeah. That's the problem, it can't.
Well, yeah.
There we go. Hobby Time says, hi, guys. Hi, Hobby Time.
Hobby Time. Hello, mate.
Patrick says, I like Danny Minogue's eyes. Yeah.
Amongst other things.
Jim says, hello, Sandra. And
Yes.
Hobby Time says, hello, Jim.
Now, it would be a good idea to look at some sort of instructions here.
This may have been a bad idea because I'm not that accurate with painting. Especially these shitty brushes.
Oh, great.
Well, there we go. From a distance, I can just leave the Yag like that. Ta-da! Arctic.
Yeah. Winter camouflage. Works for me, buddy. Jim says, hello, Hobby Time. Bob says, right, back from Mercy Run, assisting Postmaster with Strand Beast, half the legs done. I'm impressed that Strand Beast is still a thing on this channel.
Well, that's interesting.
What's that?
Well, I'm assuming that the ammunition box that is the optional, one of the optional parts to go on.
Hmm.
I'm assuming that it's just a wooden box.
Yes. Well, metal or wood, yeah.
Well, because it doesn't give you any colours for it.
Oh, they'd have been grey, I imagine. Oh no, green.
Right.
Which box, Gary?
I don't know whether you'll be able to see on here. Well, let me try and autofocus it for you.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Oh,
There you go.
Yep.
C23.
That one is wood, I think.
Right. What about B19?
B19, I think, would also be wood.
Okay.
Because it's just got I did mine as wood at any rate.
Yeah.
It's just got the drum magazines in it, so I
Yeah,
imagine
yeah,
they would just be like the
it-
same, like the wooden freight boxes.
It looks
almost.
like it should be wood, doesn't it? So,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you. Very kind. I need the wood. Got wood.
Steady on.
I need to put all my pens away again.
JT says, "Sleep easier, laugh out loud. This is a great stream today. Sorry about the sausage innuendo going the wrong way with Taylor Swift. Imagine being the person that made fun of her in high school."
Yeah, I bet they're laughing now.
TVG says, "Hi, Gordon." He says, "Speaking of hotties, I love Nicole Kidman. Amazing in Dead Calm."
Do you know what? I was watching Special Ops Lioness last night, and she's in that. And she's starting to show her age.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not.
I think one woman that has aged well is Kate Winslet. She's aged well.
Yeah, I quite like Kate Winslet. She can sing as well.
Mm. David of the Valleys says, "Hello, all. Made it in." Hello, David.
Hey, David. How are you, sir?
Hobby Time says, "Hi, James." JT says, "Imagine if there was a Gene here." Hi, Gene. And
Jack.
Alicia Silverstone hasn't aged well. And he loves Adele.
I haven't seen Alicia Silverstone for a while. I don't mean on a personal level. I mean on anything.
No, we thought you were having her around for a barbecue every weekend.
Do you know, with all the good weather we've had this year, we've not fired our barbecue up once.
We haven't had a barbecue for years. Nobody ever comes around.
I have a barbecue just about every day. It's like my favorite way to cook, especially when I'm on like I'm losing weight. So I jump on my carnivore diet and I just eat like a nice big New York strip. Like that's my food for the day. And I just go out there and barbecue that up and so good.
Well, I am going to a barbecue, as I said, on Saturday, so that'd be nice.
Yeah. I'm not a very sociable person, so. PT says, "Anyone seen the Dogs of War? Roman Empire using dachshunds as killer dogs with helmets."
Interesting.
GM
No,
says,
Talking
Go
about
on.
being a sociable person, Marion says to me, "Well, why, when you walk the dog, as I have been doing a lot lately, obviously because she's a bit crook, do you go so early in the morning?" And I said, "Well, because nobody else is about then, and don't have to talk to anybody."
Good point, well presented. Jim says, John T, whenever Taylor pops up our live streams, we give her cheek. Don't worry, she fires back just as strong. Yeah. Not an artist I've ever been interested in, to be honest.
Well, I was thinking of going to the is it Luke Grimes that's coming over here?
Not sure.
I'm hoping it is. There's like an equivalent of the Grand Old Opry coming to the UK. Quite fancy the idea of that. Do like me modern country music.
Yeah. See, I'd rather go to a rock concert or classical concert.
Well, I know and this is no disrespect to classical music whatsoever, because I do like classical music. But if I went to a classical music concert, it would have the same effect on me as a bottle of red wine did yesterday.
Yeah.
I'd be asleep.
Yeah.
I was going to say classical music makes you punch your neighbor in the head.
And miss meetings. JT says, something beautiful about Adele. She just has that way about her. The singing voice is kind of sexy. Mad Joan Rivers made fun of her. Poetic justice for her.
Yeah, you see, I find a lot of Adele's songs a little bit depressing.
I find a lot of modern music depressing.
For a person who's got such a wonderful sense of humour, her songs can be quite
downbeat.
Yes. Tiff says, if you're talking country music, I think it's Luke Combs. Yes, I think you're right, mate. Yeah, because Luke Grimes is from Yellowstone, isn't he?
I don't know, mate.
He was in Yellowstone. Yeah, Luke Combs. You're right. JT says, remember the Taylor Swift concert and being at the train station? There was a 7-foot girl waiting for the train to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, she's freakishly tall, isn't she?
Just as well she's marrying a tight end then.
Yeah.
You've got to be big to play tight end.
I can see him going. I can see him going into movies when he's. I mean, he's already done Happy Gilmore, hasn't he? When he retires. Not that he'll need to.
Have you watched Happy Gilmore 2 yet, Gary?
Not yet. No, I'm going to, but
it's quite good. Jim says, regarding Dogs of War, I've read the Frederick Forsyth book. The 1980 film with Christopher Walken was not as good.
No, it was awful.
Bob says, Orphed again, daughter wants help shopping. Translation, I'm broke, Dad, can you pay for it?
Been there, got that t-shirt.
Joe says, I don't mind. I just don't find this new modern country music interesting. Maybe too pop for me. Like the old country stuff along with my late 60s and 70s classic rock. Yeah.
See, I like the modern country songs because they've gone away a bit from doing the old, DIVORCE stuff and all that my dog's died, my wife's left me, and all that sort of thing. And there's some really good good upbeat songs there. I do like, although he's no longer with us, unfortunately, some of Toby Keith's stuff. Or
Yeah.
Toby Keith, is it? It is Toby Keith. Yeah. Some of his stuff's good.
I like Rascal Flatts.
Yeah, Lady A, they're good.
Yeah.
The Chicks are good.
The Eagles.
Yeah, I do like some of the Eagles stuff. Yeah.
I've got their the guitar book for it. For a lot of their songs.
GM says, well, Mr. Morris, you need K-pop to move you, move it, move it. I don't think K-pop's going to work with me. JT says, will it be a tackle on Taylor Swift's wedding night or a wide receiver? Well, sorry, went there.
June says, Dogs of War book was brilliant.
Film was shit.
Jim, Joe, country music today is basically pop music in minor key. Pretty much cookie cutter music industry. Pretty much so.
Yeah.
Joe says, Toby Keith might have been the last of modern country I liked.
I mean, I like, there's a few of his songs I really like. And surprisingly for me, and this is, please, anybody from America, please don't misinterpret what I'm saying. American Soldier is one that I really, really like.
Yeah, and Soldier's Memoir and things.
But I mean, he did a lot of fun songs as well. You know, like Red Solo Cup and
what was that other one? Shit. Well, he did Bagpipes Crying. I can't remember the name of it now.
JT says, I like Shania Twain. Who doesn't, is the answer to that.
Russell Harris. That's it.
All right, yeah.
Julian
says, play a country song backwards, you get your house, your kids, your wife, and your car back, and it stops raining.
Yeah, Tiff likes the band The Who.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool if you haven't listened to them.
Mongolian throat singing rock
Yeah,
band.
yeah.
I can't.
JT says, go on.
I do like her. I do like Faith Hill. I also think she was good in 1883 as well as an actress. So, yeah, fair play.
Julian, indeed, Julian. I've read Dogs of War more than once. Cool. Jim, well then, play the bloody country stuff backwards, and it can only get better. Very good. Joe, yes, Julian, but what about the 18-wheeler? Big wheels rolling, moving on. Oh, dear. Oh, God, I need to put the bloody condenser on, don't I? And the spare wheels. Patrick says K-pop have some really good music. Sorry, buddy?
Yeah. I just remembered I've got a paint condenser as well.
Yeah.
Bugger.
There it is. Paul says, Tiff, me too.
There you go.
Jim says, Julian, you are in your game today, Julian. On your game. GM says, Patrick, Mr. Morris has not heard what we know. Julian reminds me of a scene of Blues Brothers. A girl at a bar said they had both types of music, country and western. Yeah. I remember that. I probably should. I don't know.
Well, that's me Coke finished.
Patrick says, "Oh, I'm a big fan of Dreamcatcher. I've never heard of them. My favourite band is Genesis and Phil Collins." JT says, "Country music, where the house has wheels, double wide with a couch under the corrugated plastic porch, and there are 5 cars, only one runs, barely."
Have you seen some of those redneck YouTube videos of things like Friends and Game of Thrones, and they're all parodies. They're really clever.
I'll tell you what, I was watching yesterday. There's this guy he lives in Kansas and he owns a massive garage and they just do really daft stuff. And he bought a pickup truck and turned the whole body around so that when it's driving, it looks like it's going backwards. But
is that Whistling Diesel on YouTube?
No, could be. Hang on.
So I've seen his stuff. The only thing that sort of pisses me off is that a lot of the time he just seems to wreck stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, it would have been a really nice, like, old truck to restore or something. But
yeah.
I'm starting to get old.
Yeah. But it's quite funny because within 200 yards of getting out of the garage, he got pulled by the police. And the policeman said to him, is it Wesley Chaplin or something? His name is Wesson or something like that. But the police officer walked to me and went, "We're driving up the road and we saw it and we were like, is that car going backwards? We better pull this because it's doing 40 mile an hour." So we pulled it. He said, and then we saw you sat the wrong way around. We thought, oh, that makes so much sense. We know who it is now. Because he's just always doing really stupid shit. Yeah. Joe says, as my wife tells me, "Joe, you're just a Mexican redneck."
And she's Louisiana girl.
Yeah.
Oh. I just like the music. It's just nice.
Paul says, "Yep, they are so good, Star Trek and Star Wars."
Prefer Star Trek over Star Wars.
Oh.
There's a grenade into the mix, isn't there?
Yeah.
I like the first 3 Star Wars, which are
the original ones,
4, 5, and 6, and I think it was 4 I like the best.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, it's not a patch on Star Trek. It's cowboys and Indians in space.
Yeah.
More so than Star Trek is.
Yeah. Jim says, "Julian, we're on a mission from God." Yeah. Blue Brothers was good. Tiff says, "Never seen any of them." JT says, "Faith Hill has an amazing voice. I like Independence Day. Great song."
Yes, I was listening to that this morning walking the dog. Trouble is, because I've got my earpod in when I'm walking the dog, and it's really early, I have to try very hard not to sing. Because when you've got your earpods in, you lose all your sense of how loud something is when you speak. But
see, I'm old school. I have headphones. There you go. Back wheels on.
Julian says, anyone else used to watch Rocket City Rednecks? Never watched it, but I did hear of it. One guy worked at NASA and one really didn't. They made redneck versions of things that sometimes worked.
Tiff says, "Don't sign Mikey. It was by choice. It never interested me." Yeah. I've found as I've got older, I've got less and less interest in television and films and stuff.
Well, I've just noticed.
Last night.
Go on.
until about 3 or 4 years ago when I started doing scale modeling, we would spend any free time we'd spend watching telly together. And now I'm just like, I try and watch telly now, and 10-15 minutes, I'm like, fuck's sake, I want to do something, I'm bored.
I must admit, just in the last few months, I've really got back into watching golf and cricket live on telly.
That's because you was old. You'll be watching the bowls next.
No.
You never played bowls?
Crown green bowling?
Hmm.
I would rather slit my own throat.
Lawn bowls is the best. Well, everyone else was like sweating and stuff when I was going through basic training. My elected sport on a Wednesday afternoon was lawn bowls. So I'd go throw a couple of lawn bowls and then just sink beers with the chief. It was awesome. Big brain maneuver. That's why I was class leader.
Yeah.
No, for me,
Paul says, you start to get old when you realise you're not invincible. Yeah, I realised that a long time ago.
my body told me I wasn't invincible in a very hard way. It said, here, have a stroke, just to prove your mortality.
JT says 6 fried chickens and dry white toast and a Coke.
Yeah, okay.
GM says Cletus McFarland, Garrett, sent me his latest video. He is looking at a jet-powered boat, very fast and dangerous, I think.
Jet-powered boats.
Yeah, that it's bugging me. That guy I was watching has done that as well. Joe says, Gary, does Benji mute you out?
No, he doesn't. When we're walking, unless he comes across a dog he doesn't like, which he generally doesn't when I walk him because it's bloody early, he's very quiet. It's only when we get home he starts kicking off.
There you go, Western Champlin, he's called. Yeah, he's always doing stuff to cars and things and then crashing them. He bought an ex-US Army Humvee and put a 1,000 horsepower engine in it.
That'll shift.
Yeah. Jim says, quite the cable broadcast television thing a few years back. The only TV program I watch is The Three Stooges every Saturday at 5 p.m. Laurel and Hardy's good as well. Paul says, I was talking about redneck YouTube stars and Star Trek. Oh, Star Wars and Star Trek. Okay.
All right.
Jim says, Rocket City rednecks made a 2-man submarine that worked-ish. The CO2 scrubber produced noxious gas if the scrubber got wet. On the submarine, nearly choked them both. That did actually happen to some, I think it was some smugglers or something. Not smugglers. A group of university students or something like that that were trying to make their own submarine. And they didn't realise that there was a very slight leak. So, or something like that, or as they were breathing, the moisture from their breath was slowly turning the air toxic through these scrubbers.
Yeah, take this from a former marine technician. Nothing is good in the water.
Yeah.
It's bloody awful.
Patrick says, haven't had my TV on for over 2 years. I don't blame you. I usually use my computer. I do have a big telly behind my computer, though. Tiff says, I used to live where Stan Laurel grew up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. JT says, 6 fried chickens was a line from the Blues Brothers.
Sorry, JT, didn't get it because I haven't watched the Blues Brothers.
Patrick says, Australian TV is rubbish. Yeah, British TV is not much better, mate. Do you know what? The mounts for these Jeeps, for the spare wheels on this Jeep, are not great. Unless you've like glued them on before you've done any spraying whatsoever, but then you can't spray them properly.
Yeah, because they attach to the. Oh no, it's the sand thing that attaches to them, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. It's going to have more weight on it when that's on.
Yeah, they go on those little boxes, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just you, Mikey. They were a pain in the butt for me too. Like,
yeah.
Well, one of my wheels is still cockeyed.
Yeah. JT says, Timmy, electric motors and seawater. Great combination. Better with batteries. GM says, you all know what's about snooker and pool. In Korea, the tables don't have pockets for the balls. The skill is snookering the white ball after 4 bounces off the side pads. There we go. JT says, Mrs. Brown's Boys is funny, laughing on the floor. I found the first series funny, and then after
the first series, it was not funny.
No, they just repeat the same jokes over and over again. Stop being funny. I remember when that came out. PT says, I have a cousin in UK who works North Sea rigs as a deep sea worker. And he might be out of work soon. They keep shutting all those things down.
You couldn't pay me to do that job.
No.
Like, they generally have a stoker as one of the ship's divers, in case they got to go check stuff. And nah. I was a marine technician because I wanted nothing to do with the ocean. To this day, I hate it. I barely go to the beach. It's a big blue wobbly thing what has mermaids in it.
So why did you join the Navy? Why did you join the Navy and not the Army or the Air Force then?
God's honest truth, my right knee was already it already had a reconstruction.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't want to wash out of officer training in Army. So, that offer came up first. I'd already waited 2 years post-surgery. So they're like, well, do you want to go in 9 days? And I was like, yep, put me on the bus. Terrible decision. If only someone had told me that the easy option was not always the best.
Jim says, Mikey, the local TV station that has the Stooges used to show Laurel and Hardy two-reelers on Saturday mornings. Not anymore, sadly. A lot of the Laurel and Hardy films are on YouTube now, Jim. You can watch them on YouTube.
Yeah, I preferred Abbott and Costello over Laurel and Hardy.
See, I've never watched them, I don't think. Julian says, Jim, I think that's just billiards, isn't it? Yeah. Something like that. JT says, Gary, do you remember Are You Being Served? Laugh Out Loud. That was a funny show.
Oh, that was good, but again, it was of the carry on. It was the same ilk of, like, it ain't our fault, mum, and things like that. Things that the woke brigade won't let us watch today.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because they don't realise all the jokes that they made was us laughing at ourselves.
Yes. Because they don't have the intelligence to understand them.
Exactly.
Jim says, Patrick Clark, really like your avatar image, Patrick. Herbie the Love Bug.
Yeah.
That sounds so wrong, the Love Bug.
You never seen a Herbie film?
Yes. I've seen Herbie. Of course I've seen Herbie.
Have you seen the original Herbie film?
Yes. I'm a child of the 80s.
Well, Herbie was in the 60s.
Oh, there we go. Bob says, watching while waiting, daughter phones and asks, can her neighbour come shopping too? Time to check.
Oh, you're in the doo-doo, Bob.
You should say, sod off, you're an adult, sort your own life out. It's time you're standing on your own 2 feet, child.
Yeah, it doesn't work, Mikey, I can assure you.
Patrick says, thanks, Jim. Paul says, who is on first base?
Yeah, that is so funny.
Joe says, Timmy, my youngest is a Navy veteran, was on a Navy riverine unit and trained a bit in Australia. He loved it there. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's a Pretty.
Lewis
pretty
Hamilton
good
just
place.
gone past, was it?
Oh, it's a local drug dealer, isn't it? Probably. They seem to think they got to rev the bollocks off their engine every junction because they don't realise they're damaging the engine. GM says Bobby says no.
I've got the wheels on, no problem.
Tiff says Bob, do not pay for it. You can say no sometimes. Jim says, Mr. Morris, have you watched the Albert and Costello TV show? It was the last thing they did as a comedy team.
Well, no, but I might go and search for it.
Julie says, Mrs. Brown's TV series was funny. The film, however, was crap. They tried too hard to stretch a half-hour sketch show into a 2-hour movie. Plus, it was too professional, no screw-ups or ad-libs. Yeah.
No, the film.
I think you got to, again, it's one of those things where you got to separate the two. And
Yeah.
just,
Whenever a British TV comedy series makes a film, you know it's going to be awful.
saying that, Dad's Army was good.
The film, the original Dad's Army film, that was good.
Yeah. The new one was crap.
Apparently,
Well, again,
Mr. Marley's asking for a link.
Oh.
Well, it's up
Julie
in
says,
the...
Mrs. Brown's Boys TV series. Oh, just read that one. David says, yes, classic billiards has a table, had no pockets. There you go. Mr. Marley wants a link.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the link's in there, isn't it?
No, I sent it to you directly.
Right, you can send one to him.
Yeah.
All
You can send it to him if you want.
right.
We'll tell him to F off just to see how he reacts.
Hang on.
If you're all upset and offendicated. Bob says 3 of the servers ended up in summer wine. Weird memories.
He's put a thumbs up, so somebody sent him the link.
I don't know. Probably modders. GM says, Julian, no, it's similar, but the rules are different. Still a challenge to do. There we go. Jim says, there's a German version of Herbie films. Herbert goes to...
Herbert goes to Berchtesgaden.
Jim says, oi, Mikey, enough of the standing crap. Patrick, I have all the films on DVD box set. Excellent. JT, Gary has the sperm shirt. I got my dad a Mr. Hanky t-shirt. Ew.
I've got this on because I'm going over to see my mum. She doesn't like it.
Jim says, anyone in our audience or on screen seen the Canadian TV show Trailer Park Boys? No.
No.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Paul
Yeah,
says,
same with Letterkenny.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, you're right, mate.
So Paul says, ta-ta for now, my friends. See you all later.
See you later, Paul. Have fun, buddy. Okay, so Gary says, Timmy, yeah, seaplanes are trouble too. Tried to recover a seaplane in Darwin Harbour after it sank. Too many hammerhead sharks circling the plane.
Mm-hmm.
John says, Jim will never visit Berchtesgaden for obvious reasons. Preference is Cuxhaven. Been to Germany. Wasn't really that impressed. It's just another country, really.
Apologies to all our German viewers.
Well, no, I wasn't particularly fair. I didn't enjoy my time there. It wasn't anything to do with the fact that it was Germany. It was just the CO that we had was a knob. Like, we were all, there's loads of us that were heavy smokers, and he decided that people in his battalion didn't smoke all of a sudden. So we went over there with smoking, and he told us, you cannot buy a pack of cigarettes. So within less than a week, half the bloody battalion was losing their rag and losing their temper.
Each other, yeah.
Idiot. And at the same time, he also put us on a 2-can rule.
In Germany.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
because the guy was an idiot. And it wouldn't surprise me if he was the sort of guy who thought that 3 masks are better than 1. Here is our other Australian correspondent.
Straight back from his live performance, it's Magic Mike.
Yeah, yeah. We did tell everyone that you were watching Magic Mike, by the way.
I actually said you were starring in Magic Mike.
Been keeping your seat warm.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Was it good, John?
Oh, it was so good. It was a lot of fun.
That's what she said.
Yes. Now, I went and saw The Play That Goes Wrong, which has been playing in, I think, London's West End for 10 years now, and they're doing a world tour.
Ooh.
Although it was a totally Australian cast, though, but still fantastic.
Excellent.
I saw some clips on TikTok, I think, the other day of a similar sort of play, but I think it's all about spies.
Yes, they've got a new one. Yeah.
Is that the same people?
Yes.
It was hilarious because every time somebody said went M or O or something like that, and another person would come in through the door and say yes.
Yes. I see, and 2 people come in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, not you.
JT says the reason for me visiting was connecting my roots. I had a strong impression of Germany because of that. Yeah. I like the architecture. Shit. Come on. Nope, staying there. JT, how is Eugene today?
Eugene's. I'm good, thanks. How are you? G'day. Goya.
Yes, I've got one of those rear spare wheels that is a bit wobbly, so I might have to do.
Oh, they're both wobbly on mine.
No, mine's one of them's solid. The other one might need a bit more gluage.
Bluage.
Oh, to counter that unpleasant news that's coming out of Australia, there is a funny story that happened yesterday or today.
Do tell.
There's an old politician named Bob Catter who wears wears a big Akubra, kind of cowboy looking hat for people that don't know what an Akubra is, and he's very I don't know what you'd call him. He's not really a conservative, but very very old school, like pro Australia, everyone get out, rah, 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 sort of thing. And a reporter asked him, how do you feel about your own Lebanese heritage? And he blew up Deluxe and threatened to punch him in the mouth and went on a tirade about how he's punched people in the head for less and all this.
Yeah.
He's just blowing up. It was hilarious.
Yeah, so what he was saying apparently is my family's been here for 140 years. We've been here since the dawn of time. I'm thinking that's not the dawn of time, dude. But,
140 years is a pretty good whack, though. Like,
it's a good whack. It's
it's the same as we've got family members and stuff that came on the first fleet, like on both sides. We had soldiers and convicts. So when people question, how Australian am I? I get kind of pissed off. So,
well, yeah, you are Australian.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm looking for my Citadel skin tones. Where did I put them? Can anyone see? There they are.
I had to make a mix up for me flesh tones this morning. And I'm going to have to do some more coats of that later on. But
I've done my figures, John.
Oh, yes?
I reckon if I glue all them together like that.
Oh, I like his cravat.
Oh, it looks all right.
Yes. I tried to steal that and it didn't end well for me.
No?
Ignore the ignore the skin when I show this,
There you go.
because the skin needs many more coats. But yeah, I was
Yeah.
and I've got to do the black band around the top of the.
Looks
But I
cute.
realised the only flesh tone I had this morning was Barbarian Flesh by Army Painter. So
Right.
I mixed it with a little bit of acrylic AK3 third generation off white, and
Yeah.
a little bit of some buff in there as well, just to give it. Oh, I like that.
Ah, looking good, Tim.
Oh yeah.
I'll just put mine in the bin now.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a ginger. Because that's what I'd do with
So
redheads if I was in charge. I'd say, here's a Jeep. Go on your merry way.
Don't cause trouble out in the desert. Don't come back.
Ah,
He takes out the Germans just by staring into their eyes and taking their soul.
Too right. No, we love redheads.
Oh, yes. Especially female redheads. Whoa. Right. There's actually a name for that as well. It's called ritophilia. David says, my first day in the unit in Germany had an active edge. I did not have a clue. Jim, Southern Germany, Austria is some of the most beautiful country in all of Europe. Meh.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Meh.
Meh. It all looks the same when you're running around it. David says 8 hours of running around silly. Yeah. JT says, by the way, I hope I didn't create offense about not visiting Birch's Garden. My apologies. I tend to like the beach more than the mountains. Germany has its own impression on people who visit. Yeah. I stay in the UK. I've done my travelling. I'm quite happy where I am.
Go back to Corfu, because I love Corfu. That is a beautiful island. I also want to go to Malta.
To go and visit the Maltesers.
To go and visit the historical. The recent historical museums and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But my wife won't let me because I've got too much medical equipment to take with me.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Do you go, damn you, Marion?
GM says Bob Catter. He's hilarious to talk with. Met him a few times over the years. I have not. I've seen him. I didn't want to talk to him.
I've seen him, but I do not wish to talk to him.
I did not engage.
JT says, felt at home in the North because that was my heritage. Got very much in touch with it. Cool. Joe says, last week in the World War II Museum where I volunteer, I had some Europeans walking by me and greeted them. Hi, where are you from? The man whispered to me, Germany. I told him, I think we are good now, sir. JT says, Jim, the scenery in the Alps is beautiful. Just felt at home. Julian says, JT, where you choose to go or not to is entirely your choice. You don't need to apologize for making a choice for whatever reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your holiday.
Yeah. JT says, Mikey, I do want to see Wells. Well, there's plenty of videos of it on YouTube, mate. If you can't get over it. Jim says, no need to apologize, John. It's on others if they're offended by the mention of a town or location, etc. RELAX. Yeah.
There are
JT,
some fantastic views of Wales, mostly in the rearview mirror, but there you go.
and of course, since last year, you get to enjoy them for that much longer.
Yeah, because you can only go 20 miles an hour.
Yeah. because of our idiots in Cardiff Bay.
Someone took the idea that it works on the Channel Islands. It'll work in Wales.
Yeah. But not to worry. I think they'll probably be out next year. JT says, thanks, Julie. For me, it's kind of sensitive. The ends kept my grandfather from attending the funerals of his grandparents.
Fair enough.
At least he knew they died. A lot of people didn't. JT says, thanks, Jim. Julie says, I've been to France, Lourdes, originally to be cured. Spoiler alert, I wasn't. Also, Greece, Corfu, Spain, Menorca, and America. I was meant to go to America, but then I got called up for Iraq.
Corfu must be the greenest of the Greek islands.
Yeah. Well, that's not difficult, is it? Because most of them are either sand or bloody volcanic rock.
I think because Corfu is the most northerly Greek island.
Yeah.
But it is such a beautiful, beautiful place. David of the Valleys says, lol, Gary. There's no, that was a joke. I didn't mean it.
Yeah. GM says that Palmer bloke in QLD drop kick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got nothing. He just pops up every kind of federal election, dumps more money than God into it, and gets nothing to show for it. So it's just a fun little thing that we do.
Yeah.
Every couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that candidate we've got over? We had a couple of years ago. We had Elmo as a candidate.
Since then, he's changed his name to Nigel Farage.
We also have Count Binface.
Yeah.
That's quite
Joe
funny.
says, wow, guys, almost 2 hours. Time for me to begin my chores before my golf evening. Wife happy, me happy.
That's Count Binface.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so good.
And he stands as a candidate pretty much every election.
It's just silly.
And when you hear him talk, it's quite fun. Some of the stuff he comes out with.
No, silly. Stop it.
Joe says, wow. Oh, we just read that one. And GM says, cheers, guys.
Cheers, GM.
Have you seen Vermin Supreme, Mikey?
No.
He's a novelty candidate in the US that runs as a libertarian, and he wears a big gumboot on his head, and his name's Vermin Supreme. Fantastic. It's just this old dude with his raggedy white beard wears a gumboot on his head.
You should see the candidate Gary voted for. Not the Gary is single-handedly responsible for what's going on in the UK right now.
Gary's learnt his lesson and will never fucking vote again.
JT says, I had a great time. I did start to go off the cliff into the abyss, yet I had fun today. Everyone here makes my day. I want to leave it today with that. Thanks, Guy Morris, Nodge, Mikey, and Timmy.
Oh, that's nice.
See you, mate.
June says, JT, the Coof damn near did the same to my brother. Due to travel between England and Wales being restricted, he had to be invited to our own mother's funeral. Round here, the Coof was just something that was happening to the rest of the country. Julie says, JT, glad we kept away from the edge. And JT says, me too. Yeah. Around here, the Coof was just something that was happening to everyone else.
The what?
The Coof. The Kung Flu.
Oh, right. The scamdemic.
Yeah.
The China virus.
The flu, basically.
He wasn't wrong, though, was he, to be fair?
No, it's just a simpler time. It's just good. I love looking back a couple of years. It's just,
Yeah, back to the happy days
Oh, it's like
where
20.
everyone stayed at home and left you alone.
Well, before any of that, like the 2015-16 site, Kekistan versus the normies. Oh, the internet was just a madhouse. It was awesome. But, well, I've gotten this pretty much already. So I'm up to the same stage you are now, Mikey. So got that dark yellow down.
Significantly better, though.
Nah.
Oh, it does, because mine's got a thicker coat on it. It hasn't got all that shading around the edges.
So
Oh wow!
that's all that. And then, get the wheels, which, I'll have to have a think about how I'll do the cam tomorrow. But, also, I can't believe I've been sleeping on this color. Dunkelgelb. Fantastic. It's a really cool color.
Yeah.
This will be my go-to deserty sort of yellow from now on, for sure.
Yeah. Excellent. JT says, thanks for understanding, Julian. And June says, sorry. And he says, sorry that happened to you, Julian. Right, stick down, you son of a bitch.
Well, bye.
Oh, crap. Let's get some glue under there. Get some glue under his butt. Right, now sit there. Don't move. Oh, I need to clean that off.
Also, if I could ask a question of any folks left in chat, that angle that I was using tonight for the bench, thoughts on that? Was that?
I think it worked really well.
Yeah, was that good, or did you prefer the direct overhead?
I like that angle.
The angle you were using tonight.
Okay.
The way you look tonight.
Yeah. I'll ask when she gets back. I'll ask Kerry Ann what her thoughts were on it.
I'm sorry, Kerry Ann.
There's not enough Tim.
Jeez.
It's a little bit Timmy.
Sounds like the first line of a song.
Yeah, it's a little bit Timmy. This tingling inside. It's not one of those you can easily hide. You slip off the sofa and fall on the floor. I think Carry On laughs over Timmy no more.
Jeez. David says, that's looking good, Tim. I've done mine with the dark green all over first. Yes, your photos looked great, by the way, David. I'll just want to say that here. I went with the dark yellow first because the stripes of the yellow are going to be smaller than the green.
Yeah.
So I think airbrushing the green is going to be less of a headache than
the yellow base color. Yellow.
There's always that argument: do you go light to dark or dark to light?
Yeah.
I think most people go light to dark, don't they?
Yeah, because it's easier to cover light with dark.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. You are correct, Mr. Morris.
Oh, holy moly. Julian Hall says, stick down, you son of a bitch. That's what she said. I do love that retort. That's what she said. Jake uses it all the time.
There you go. Right. Oh, we've got 20 seconds left. Julian, I'm never going to hear that song in the same way, Mikey.
So he'll go zoom out first because it frightens everybody.
David says, thank you, Tim. Oh, come on, you stupid poxy computer. There we
go. So far, we are here.
Yes.
And I've also done quite a lot of work on figures and accoutrement. So the figures need more flesh going on. Yeah, it won't be long before I'm going to start looking at the base.
Yeah.
No trouble.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us in the end, John. Oh, Chinook. A magic one with no propeller. Are you doing that with the rotors spinning, or?
No, I'm going to have the rotors. I hate it when you put the plastic stuff. It just doesn't look right. So they will be just as they are, although it will be airborne with the underslung load of hobnob biscuits.
Yeah. David says, yes, it could be see how it goes, and yes, the other way around is better. Yeah. Julian says, the Jeeps all look great. Thank you, Julian.
Yeah, it's a nice kit.
Here.
It is.
John, hope you enjoyed watching Magic Mike. John's not with John's with us tomorrow. Tiff's not with us tomorrow. Yeah, Tiff's off tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is maybe send Gary the intro and see if you share it and play it. As I press live, you press play. See if that'll work. Because your computer is more powerful than mine.
We'll talk about it tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, we're back tomorrow with the Ag Panther. No Tiff, no Waitrose.
But it'll be us four.
Yeah. So we'll see you tomorrow, 12 till 2, Hull Var for now.
See ya.